I'm Wright, PDGA number 47409. I play for Innova Champion Disc, and I'm going to show you what's in my bag. We'll start off with putters. I carry 4 KC Pro AVRs. I got Flip B all the way to overstable. This is I use for long putts and turnover shots, stuff like that. It's pretty worn in. And I've got about a medium one and then 2 overstable ones. This one mainly for driving, and then the white one mainly for putting. I do putt and throw all 4 of these. I know that's kind of different from what most people do, but I kind of find to use putting and driving for all 4, so they get used a lot. For mid-ranges, I only carry 2. My go-to is definitely the Champion Glow Mako heavy 180, and I can make this disc hyzer, hold turnovers, go dead straight. I mean, 95% of my mid-range shots I go with the Champ Mako. I can make the disc do a ton of things, and getting so many throws on one disc, you can really learn it and do a lot with it. Sometimes, if it gets a little windy and I need a left finish, I'll throw my Star Rancho Rock. Rarely gets used, but it definitely does what it's supposed to when I need to use it. Just straight with the left finish, nothing crazy, no big skips, but definitely a little more sturdy, a little more trusty than the Mako if I'm throwing into wind and need it to go left. So now on to drivers. I keep it pretty simple with the Fairway drivers. I only carry 4, 2 Firebirds and 2 T-Birds. This Firebird's a little more stable, mainly used for sidearms and spike hyzers. And then my 11-time Firebird, I can get a little bit of play out of it. It'll go a little bit straighter. I can use it for some longer shots, stuff like that. More of a backhand Firebird or a real straight sidearm Firebird. And then my T-Birds, I've got a real stiff, overstable white Star T-Bird, and then a straighter beat-in Champion T-Bird. So between these two, mostly backhand and anything straight under about 420, 430, perfect disc for that. Now, I carry 1 Champion Roadrunner, strictly for rollers or weird standstill shots, but a pretty beat-in Champ Roadrunner, that's what I roll with, and I do throw a lot of rollers, so this gets some use. And then distance drivers are pretty much set up the same way, a couple different versions of the same disc, all different stabilities. So starting out with Flippy, I've got a real beat-in, domey kind of lightweight destroyer. And it's just my bomber, my go-to distance disc turnovers or hyzer flip sidearms, anything, real flippy. And then my Wraith, which is used more in the fairway. It's understable too, but it's more for when I need kind of a T-bird flight, but just a little bit longer. It doesn't have much movement. I can land it flat pretty far. It's a good disc for par 4s and when there's OB and stuff around. And then next step up, we've got 4 more Star Destroyers. Just a step up of stability from the pink one. We've got a little bit more overstable, 175 Star Destroyer. This is for just the next step up when I need a little bit more stability. Hyzer flip into some winds, stuff like that. Same thing, a little more stable, and then the most stable. This thing's kind of flat, doesn't have that much glide, just mainly for spike hyzers and sidearms as well. Now that we've talked about them, let's see how they actually fly. Medium.